just woke up and turns out I was right again. Yeah. A year ago on my backup page, when this page wasn't working, I made a video about couples who I did not see lasting and couples who I thought were definitely going to break up. And I put this couple on my list. And this couple, for whatever reason was, got the most reactions from people. People being like, no, absolutely not, absolutely not. Well, let's roll tape, please. Picked up. I think the moment that I knew that it wasn't going anywhere, it's not gonna last, was right here when they got caught on video arguing and she's like caught crying and stuff. And obviously a bunch of couples argue, like who cares? But the thing about this that was so strange to me was that neither of them to me seemed famous enough for paparazzi to be following them around. Like again, like this is being trademarked by the Shade Room, like not even a real, like like a real tabloid. So like you are another kind of couple that people follow around. So it's weird to me that they would have caught this moment in public. This is the only picture I've ever seen of you guys at not an event, and the signs of a relationship, especially a famous one. If you are willing to exploit your relationship for clout, like that already is not a good sign for your future. And that's before even factoring in that again, rappers don't make good partners. They don't make good husbands. So that was a little bit over a year ago where I made a video of couples who I thought were going to break up, and I put Joey Badass and Soraya, I want to say that's how you say her name, under there. They were engaged and had a baby at the time. She had just had her baby when I made that video, and they were engaged, and I said, this relationship doesn't look like it's going to end well. I listed off all my reasons as to why I was like, it's not looking good. Today on her Instagram, she posted this. She goes, there comes a point in a woman's life when choosing herself is no longer an option and it becomes necessary. After much thought, I have made the difficult decision to end my engagement and relationship with the father of my child, Joey. I loved deeply, believed wholeheartedly in the life we were building, and wanted nothing more than to protect our family. Unfortunately, I also had to face a painful truth. There have been repeated infidelity throughout our relationship, including during some of the most vulnerable and meaningful moments of my life. If your intuition is telling you something is wrong, listen to it. Don't make yourself smaller to keep someone else comfortable. Don't compromise your values because you're afraid of losing the future you imagined. Then she goes on to say, love should not require you to abandon yourself. She also went on her Instagram story and was kind of talking shit again, like doubling down on the fact that he was in fact cheating. I start off by saying that while this is obviously, and I told you so, like obviously, like I also am not wishing, which I said in my original video, like I don't wish bad on the girls. I'm not rejoicing in the fact that she's going through a hard time. Like obviously I do feel bad, but my general point is like, were the signs there? Yeah, they were there. One of the points that I had made in my original video was about, well, not just that rappers don't make good partners, also is that when two famous people, an argument that I'm making for a long time now, is that when two famous people get together and decide to get married and start a family, there needs to be a tough decision about who's going to take a step back, about whose career is going to fall back, who, like, right? There can only be one star in a relationship. Both of you cannot be stars. And in a relationship where the woman is the star, usually the man becomes a hater. Like, that's just the truth. And he tries to sabotage her. That is what the truth is. We see it all the time, over and over again. Barbara Streisand, Funny Girl. Like, that is a lesson that everybody should watch that movie. It's a lesson all the girls need to learn. While there are plenty of reasons why normal people don't survive having a baby, I think oftentimes famous people do not survive, relationships don't survive having a baby because they assume because they are financially well off, that's all you need to have a baby is to have money. It'll be fine, right? But like, I don't think that they have tough conversations like, hey, whose career is going to fall back to have a baby? If I have to be out for 9 months, right? I have to sacrifice 9 months of my life to like just give birth to this child, right? Then afterward, when I want to go back to work, when I'm ready to go back and like put effort into my career, are you going to be at home with this baby? Like, what's happening there? Especially when the line of work that he's in is the music industry, right? We are talking about a job that requires you to travel a bunch. I found the point about her adding in, right? Just besides the infidelity, her adding in, don't make yourself smaller to make someone else feel comfortable, and love shouldn't require you to abandon yourself. To me, echoes kind of the reoccurring theme that people do not calculate in when they decide to have a baby, and it's about the bitterness of like the things that you have to sacrifice, specifically as a woman, things that you have to sacrifice to become a mother, to be a decent mother, especially if you have a career. And how having a career that requires you to be on go, right? Like you can't work from home when you're an actress, when you're a singer, right? Like you need to be outside. And then how you have to suddenly make these tough choices between choosing your career and choosing yourself, or like feeling like you can be a decent mother. The men, on the other hand, hardly ever make the sacrifice, hardly ever have to sit with this hard choice. I am sorry that the relationship ended in turmoil. What I will say is that it takes a very specific kind of woman to be able to be the wife of a rapper and the mother of the child of a rapper, and is a woman who is extremely tolerant. It is a woman who has a lot of patience, who has a lot of forgiveness in her. All right, but like being a rapper's wife is signing up to suffer. That's just the truth of it is. I genuinely can't think of a single rapper who hasn't made his wife suffer. I can't.